from 360 Mortgage Solutions, and today we're going to be talking about equity in your property, how to work out how much equity you've got, what that means for your future plans. So let's check it out now. Alright, so the first thing you need to know is how to work out how much equity you have in your property. And a lot of my clients think it's as simple as working out the value of their property less the loan amount equals equity, and it's not quite that simple. The reason being is on a property you don't want to borrow any more than 80% of its value, otherwise you're starting to pay things like lender's mortgage insurance. So to avoid that altogether, you look at 80% of the value, and that's how much you can lend up to. So you take the value of the property, multiply it by 80%, less any loans against it, and that is how much equity you have. But if you're anything like me, that's probably gone in one ear and out the other, and you're probably going, what? So let's have a look. Let's have a look at an example. Okay, so now you've seen that example and you've seen how to work out how much equity you have in your property. The next thing you need to know is what the value of your property is. So there's no point working on an estimate or old mate down the road sold his house for this much, so maybe ours is worth that much. It's really important to work out exactly how much your property is worth at the moment so that you know exactly how much equity you have. And there's a couple ways you can do that. Probably the most easy way is a property report. And this is more if you're just interested, wanting to keep track on what equity you've got. A property report is a quick report that uses recent sales in the area, links them with similar properties to yours, and works out an estimate of what your property is worth. The next one would be a curbside valuation. So a curbside valuation is where a valuer will do some research to find out similar properties in the area, what have they recently sold for, and then they'll drive past your property. Driving past your property means they're able to see what the outside looks like, but it also gives them a good indication of what the inside would look like as well. So they'll then go back to the office and have an estimate of what your property is worth. Finally, there's a short form valuation. So a short form valuation is where a valuer will actually go into the property, go into each room, outside the property, go back to the office, and then estimate what the value is worth. Now, I should put a bit of a disclaimer here, because when we're talking about the value of your property, we're talking about if they needed to fire sale the property. So let's say you've stopped paying your mortgage, the bank's repossessed the home, they want to sell it as quickly as possible. So what is the absolute most they can get if they wanted to sell the property tomorrow? Whereas if you've chosen to put your property on the market, then usually you have the beauty of being able to wait for the right buyer with the right price. So there's sometimes a little bit of a discrepancy around what your property would actually get on the market versus a fire sale. So once you know the value of your property if it was in a fire sale and you've worked out how much equity, the next question is, what are you going to do with your equity? So your plans might be in the long term to start building an investment portfolio, and this might be for shares or more properties or whatever it is. And knowing how much equity you have means you can gauge when you are ready to take that next step. Or you might be looking to do some renovations. I know we need a new bathroom and a new kitchen. So knowing how much equity you have in your property means you know when you can tap into that equity to complete those renovations. Or it might be something as simple as you're looking to upgrade the car and you're wanting to take advantage of the lower interest rate of your home loan rather than having a personal loan. So once you know how much equity you have, you know how far off your plans are, and that way you can start tracking towards them. If you do want to get a free property report to find out how much your property is estimated to be worth, then make sure you contact me. Just send your details to marianne@360solutions.com.au and I'll reply with your property report. Otherwise, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. And if you know anyone that would benefit from watching this video, make sure you share it with them. For future videos, if you want to pop a comment in below on any topics that you want me to cover off on, make sure you do and I will definitely get to them. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll talk to you guys later.